About you, but time is not real. Where did the weekend go? That's my favorite. When people say, oh, it's not working for me. No, you're doing it wrong. So the correct thing to say is, I need to learn how to do this better. Welcome back to the Creative Vibe Studios. My name is Bridget Rooks and I'll be your host for this week's episode of Mindset Monday. I'm so glad to have you back. Here we go. So it's Monday all over again. Can you believe how quickly the days are going by? I cannot. But it's Monday, so it's time for another episode of Mindset Mondays. Who's ready to prepare for this week? I am. Here we go. Guys, it's Monday already. Where did the weekend go? Listen, I don't know about you, but time is not real. I keep saying it over and over again because it's flying by and we don't have a lot of time to waste. I don't know about you, but lately, I felt like I've been wasting a lot of time, like considering to do certain things or debating and just overthinking everything. So if you are new here, I want to welcome you. My name is Bridget Rooks and I am the CEO of Creative Vibes. Creative Vibes is a small digital design agency built with the purpose of you in mind. If you're an aspiring entrepreneur, I once was aspiring and it was hard to do it on my own. So my goal is to help you feel positive, feel encouraged, and embrace the vision and the purpose that's been set inside of you so that you can organize your thoughts, prepare your brand, and develop it with professional things in mind so that you can put it out to the world and feel confident about it. But one of the things that's hard for us to do as just human beings is to have the confidence to do a big scary thing, right? It's difficult to step outside your comfort zone, to want to see change and have things change and not be able to do it. So today I have a really good blog post that I've written that I want to share with you for Mindset Monday that will help you think through 3 steps that can get you the courage and the confidence to step outside your comfort zone. And I want to remind you that on the other side of that scary thing is success. We put so much pressure on us to do one thing and boom, everything's a success. It doesn't happen like that. So we're going to put our realistic hats on today and think about what we can do in the moment and what we have to really focus on in order to seek change, in order to start something new. And I want to encourage you to just buckle up, grab your notebook, grab a pen, and think about the action that you're prepared to take in order to see these things happen. So you can do it. I believe in you. And I need you to believe in you too, because we can't do anything without having the confidence in our own self, even if it's just a little bit, right? You just need that little bit of confidence to step outside your comfort zone. And today I'm going to help you do that. Here we go. Okay, so I'm at my desk and we're going to kind of break down these steps. So let me know in the comments if you are prepared and you have your pen and your notebook so that you can make some notes. And in those notes, what I want you to do is include the action that you're going to take, right? So think about how these 3 steps make you feel, the changes that you want to see as a result from taking action, and then think about what it is that you want to do in order to take action and do these things, okay? So the first thing we talked about already is embracing discomfort. So how are we going to do that? How are you going to embrace discomfort? Nobody wants to be uncomfortable, right? It's already hard enough to do this big scary thing and we have to want to do it. Listen, I laughed too because I was thinking, how crazy am I to just put myself out here and look like a crazy person? Like, you know, people are like, you really about to do that? Like you left your job? Don't worry about those things. You have to embrace the discomfort. And here's how we're going to do that. When you step outside your comfort zone, it's natural to feel a sense of unease and discomfort. However, it's essential to remember that growth happens when we push ourselves beyond our limits. Embracing discomfort is the first step towards overcoming new challenges. Okay, so the second thing is cultivate a growth mindset. Now, we talked about growth mindset a couple of weeks ago. I think this is something that is just going to keep coming up because I have to include it in these tips because the best way to change your thinking and your old stinking thinking, as I like to say, is to develop a growth mindset. So being okay with unlearning and changing your habits and routines, and being aware of when things are triggering you, or if something is making you feel like, you know what, that's not how I want to do things anymore. I need to change, because you already know the results, right? So if you know what insanity means, we're not going to go down that road. We're going to try to really be intentional about making better choices. So cultivating a growth mindset. One of the biggest challenges when stepping outside of your comfort zone is unlearning past thought processes and embracing a growth mindset. So write this down. Today, I will embrace my growth mindset. And this is how we're going to do it. First, you're going to embrace your failures as learning opportunities. That's a big bite. So I want you to think about that. How have the things that you maybe took a risk with let you down? Like, how did you put together a whole package and you thought it was going to be amazing and nobody bought it? Or it wasn't what you needed, or the wording wasn't right, so you were disappointed. The best thing to do is learn from those experiences, because guess what? You did step out your comfort zone. So that's the first part. The second part is learning from those mistakes. And the best way to do that is to understand that failure is an inevitable part of growth. Rather than dwelling on mistakes, view them as valuable lessons that provide insight and wisdom. Embrace the learning process, and you'll be better prepared to tackle future challenges. Who's ready for that? I know I am. And actually, I've changed this as a huge part of my growth mindset, because when I used to make mistakes in my business, or dealt with a client that was something maybe I shouldn't have taken on and I knew better, I learned. So you have to have these failures and setbacks from taking a risk so that you can learn and grow. Otherwise, you're never really challenging yourself to think outside the box or outside your comfort zone to do something different that you may enjoy doing, right? So remember that you're going to embrace failures as learning opportunities. The second thing is surround yourself with supportive individuals. This is important. And you hear me talk about this all the time too, because sometimes these supportive individuals that you're looking at every day and that you're loving on are not the right type of support, right? So here's what you need. Surrounding yourself with like-minded individuals who support and encourage your growth is crucial. Seek out mentors, join mastermind groups, or attend networking events to connect with people who have similar aspirations. Their experiences and perspectives can inspire you to provide guidance when facing new challenges. So I want to encourage you to make a note of finding a mentor, joining a mastermind group, looking for like-minded people, and not letting the people who you love and see every day, who are also your supporters, distract you from learning and growing with new people who are like-minded, who are doing similar things, who you can learn from. Maybe they're a little bit more advanced than you in your growth journey or your entrepreneur journey, and maybe you can help someone who is just getting started. It's all about balance. So finding a way to really surround yourself with supportive people is important. This one is a big one. So the third thing you're going to do while cultivating a growth mindset is challenge your limiting beliefs. This is something I'm working really hard at, because I have a lot of old-fashioned thoughts and outdated, I should say, things that I know I've outgrown, that I don't need to think, ways I don't need to be, and I have to catch myself when I feel like I'm going down that way, or I'm making excuses that don't really apply to today's thoughts and to my new growth mindset, right? So changing limiting beliefs. Identify and challenge your limiting beliefs. Often our fear of stepping out of our comfort zone is rooted in self-doubt and negative thought patterns. Reframe negative beliefs into positive affirmations and remind yourself of your capabilities. I want you to replace "I can't" with "I am capable of learning and growing." I think that's important. I try to really instill this in my clients when I talk with them, because it's so easy to think I can only do so much. Oh, I don't use technology, or I don't know social media, so I I don't know how to do that. What I want you to do is stop telling yourself what you can't do and start replacing that with, you know what, I don't know how to do that. And then go learn how to do it, right? So put on your notes today 2 or 3 things that you say this limiting belief. I don't know how to do it. It's not working for me. That's my favorite. When people say, oh, it's not working for me. No, you're doing it wrong. This is working for thousands of people and you don't know what you're doing because you're doing it incorrectly. So the correct thing to say is, I need to learn how to do this better. So I want to challenge you to think about how you can implement something you say that limiting belief about and start working on learning how to do it. The last thing you need to do is take consistent action. Listen, y'all know I'm all about taking action. I've told you probably 3 times to do something on this one video because we have to be committed to not only thinking about the change that we want and speaking about the change, but doing the work. It's so, so important. So real quick, I've got 3 things that are going to help you take consistent action. Number 1, set clear goals and create a plan. Y'all already know. If you don't have a goal and you don't have a plan, nothing is happening. So that's it, right? So define your goals and break them down into actionable steps. Create a plan that outlines the necessary actions you need to take and move forward. Having a clear roadmap gives you the sense of direction that helps you stay focused. We all need that, right? The second thing is celebrate the small victories. Y'all know this is one of my favorite things. I've told you also to celebrate every step of the way. The little things, the big things. If it's humongous, minute, I don't care. Celebrate, give yourself credit, give yourself grace for actually doing a thing, okay? The last thing is practice resilience and adaptability. I love that word. One of my really good friends uses that word as a part of her branding, and I think it's just spot on. We have to be resilient. We have to learn how to shift and pivot and to accommodate for ourselves, right? And create a space that we can really grow in that's outside of the norm, that's outside of what we're used to become more than we ever thought we could be. So stepping out of your comfort zone comes with its fair share of setbacks and unexpected challenges. Cultivate resilience and adaptability to navigate through these obstacles. We have to learn through our failures. Yeah, you gotta take a deep breath on that. What have you failed at that you're learning from, right? And how can you be resilient? And how can you shift and pivot to create a new space, to get outside of your comfort zone, to seek success? This is all it's all about. And I want to encourage you to take the list of things that you've worked on today and take action. If you've got 3 things that you're going to do right away to outside of your comfort zone that will allow you to really go and be great, share them in the comments. I can't wait to hear from you and celebrate your wins. It's Monday. You've got your mindset together. Now get outside and go be great.